HazMap3D lets you use the Draw tool to add objects to the background geometry by selecting the Project Background folder. And then you can use Extrude Shape, Corridor, or Box to create a file or create a shape. And this pops up, and this is now a solid object that is going to be treated as a solid object as part of the background geometry for flame detection. It will count as a visual obstruction for flame detection. Having created this, it pops up in the project hierarchy as a .hmgl file, or HazMap Graphics Language. And I can say edit as text, which opens up a text editor, which allows me to, after I've already created it, modify the height or other dimensions of the box, change the position of it in the XYZ coordinate system, or change the color of it if I know the RGB color code for it. Alternatively, if I don't know the RGB color code for it, the paint tool is going to work just like it would on anything else. So if I want to select this color, I can just repaint it. There are a bunch of other shapes and options that you can use using the HazMap Graphics Language and the script editor. And so if I don't want a rectilinear object, I can create spheres or toruses or cylinders using the graphics language and the built-in object primitives that we have. This is all discussed in a lot more length and detail in the user's manual. So if you want to use the graphics language to create basic shapes and geometry as part of your 3D model, or to improve or update your 3D model, you can look in the user's manual to see more information on how to use the script editor and how to do basic modeling in HazMap3D. I would not recommend using this as a modeling program for building a more complex site model like what the one you're seeing in the background, because it's just not that user-friendly for something complex and a lot of complex geometry and various detailed shapes like pumps and piping. But we do have some basic 3D modeling ability built into HazMap3D. When you use the Draw tool to create gas grades, these gas grades are also created as HMGL files, and you can also modify these gas grade volumes using the text editor, just like you would the background objects that you can create. One caveat on this is that if we have a file open in the text editor, we're only allowed to have one text editor tab open at a time. So if I leave that grade A open in the text editor and don't close it, then come back here, I will not be able to edit as text or any other file like this background geometry file. The edit as text is grayed out. If I want to open something else up, I have to close the old file, and then it allows me to open up the new file and modify the different file.